Welcome back to Real Voice of USA, where we expose the stories the mainstream media often misses, and tonight, we have a story that is absolutely exploding online. It's a moment that has military veterans, defense analysts, and international observers buzzing, and it's for all the wrong reasons. The title of our in-depth report is Trump's Military Fail Goes Viral, and it centers on a single, incredibly revealing video clip that has been viewed millions of times in just a few short days. In this clip, which we will analyze for you, Donald Trump attempts to project his signature image of military strength and unparalleled knowledge, but instead he makes a blunder so basic, so fundamentally and astonishingly wrong, that it has left seasoned, battle-hardened generals literally shaking their heads in disbelief and publicly sounding the alarm. This isn't just about a simple, embarrassing mistake that can be brushed aside. This is about a moment that critics, especially those from within the military community, are pointing to as definitive proof of a profound and genuinely dangerous misunderstanding of the very institution he wishes to once again command. We're going to break down this viral fail moment by moment, show you the clip that has everyone talking, and then explain precisely why America's most respected military leaders are warning that this is far more than just an embarrassing gaffe. It's a massive red flag for the future of American national security and global stability. The now infamous moment occurred during a recent, widely televised town hall event. Surrounded by his most ardent supporters and with cameras rolling, Trump was asked a straightforward question about his plans for ensuring military readiness and projecting American power abroad. In an attempt to sound authoritative and visionary, he began discussing the importance of naval power in modern warfare. Then, with unwavering confidence, he leaned into the microphone and referred to the critical need for the United States to invest in and build more underwater aircraft carriers. For a brief, awkward second, there was a confused silence in the room as the audience tried to process what they had just heard. And then, the clip began its unstoppable journey across the internet, becoming an instant viral sensation. To be unequivocally clear for our audience, there is no such thing as an underwater aircraft carrier. The very concept is a physical, engineering, and tactical impossibility. While the gaffe itself might seem minor or even humorous to a casual observer, the reaction from the professional military community was immediate, severe, and deeply serious. Dozens of retired generals, admirals, and top-tier defense experts took to social media and news outlets, not to mock or ridicule, but to express genuine and profound alarm. One retired four-star general stated, "This isn't just a slip of the tongue. It demonstrates a fundamental, disqualifying lack of understanding of our military's basic structure, strategy, and assets." The fail went viral because it crystallized a deep-seated fear that many in the defense community have quietly harbored for years, that Donald Trump views the military not as a complex, strategic instrument of national power, but as a collection of powerful-sounding buzzwords and imaginary toys. The generals are sounding the alarm because the core question they are asking is terrifying. If a leader doesn't even understand the basics of his own arsenal, how can he possibly be trusted to deploy it responsibly in a moment of crisis? This viral moment has rapidly evolved into a powerful symbol of a much deeper and more troubling issue. The concern rippling through the military leadership is not truly about a single verbal mistake. They are profoundly concerned with the consistent pattern of ignorance it represents. A commander-in-chief, the individual with the ultimate authority to send men and women into harm's way, must grasp the intricate nuances of military capabilities, the immense logistical challenges of deployment, and the complex, often irreversible strategic implications of their orders. Confidently referring to a fantasy weapon like an underwater aircraft carrier suggests a complete and alarming disconnect from this essential reality. It raises serious and legitimate questions about his fitness and ability to make calm, informed, and rational decisions during a high-stakes international crisis, where every word and every choice carries the weight of life and death. This is precisely why the alarm bells are ringing so loudly and urgently in the halls of the Pentagon and among our allies and adversaries around the globe. The generals are issuing a stark warning that a leader who is so easily impressed by imaginary, video game-like weapons might be dangerously susceptible to proving risky, ill-conceived, and theatrical military adventures, potentially endangering the lives of thousands of American service members and catastrophically destabilizing global security for purely political gain. This brings us to the critical question of the night, a fundamental debate that this viral moment has forced into the national spotlight. It's a question we need you, our viewers, to answer in the comments, because your perspective is crucial. Here is the question: does a president's detailed, factual knowledge of military hardware and strategy actually matter? Or is it more important that they simply have a strong, decisive vision and the sense to rely on their expert advisors? Think about the profound implications of your answer. Is it truly enough for a president to operate on good instincts and charisma? Or is a deep, factual, and demonstrated understanding of the military a non-negotiable prerequisite for holding the title of Commander-in-Chief? This viral fail, as embarrassing as it was, has forced a necessary national conversation about the baseline level of competence we should demand from our leaders. The decorated generals and admirals who are sounding the alarm so forcefully believe that this knowledge is not optional. They argue it is the absolute bedrock of sound judgment and responsible leadership. They harbor a legitimate fear that a leader who does not respect the intricate details of military power is far more likely to disrespect its limits and ultimately to misuse it. This debate isn't about political parties or partisan loyalties. It's about basic competence, professional respect, and the fundamental safety of the nation. The clip may be humorous on the surface, but the dire warning it has triggered from our most experienced and dedicated military minds is deadly serious, and it's a warning we can no longer afford to ignore.